let me just go back for a minute to the healthcare thing that's happening, okay? John McCain comes out and he says, I can't support this. This is this Graham Cassidy thing. And it's not perfect. I'm not saying it is. It's some kind of strike back. It moves some of the funding out to the states, a little bit more federalism and all this stuff. John McCain comes out and he says, I can't support this because it's not bipartisan. Now, you tell me, I'm an imaginative guy. I can't imagine a bipartisan solution to this. The left isn't going to go for anything. So basically, I actually suspect deep down that John McCain is just sticking it to Donald Trump. He doesn't want him to do anything, and he just is giving it to him. They bring John McCain on 60 Minutes. First, take a look at Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel has been crusading for this. He doesn't do a monologue anymore. He just gets up there and he just lectures people and hammers people. And he's allowed, it's like the network doesn't say to him, Jimmy, be funny. We hired you to be funny. Be funny. He is allowed to use their air, which is public air. It is regulated by the FCC. It is public air. He is allowed to use this to push his agenda. Here's his reaction to news that this Graham Cassidy may die.
I went on TV, I spoke out, and we may have stopped Cassidy Graham. I still can't believe we pulled it off, but we did. It's amazing, isn't it?
Patting himself on the back, teaching his audience to applaud. It's like they're training monkeys. They are training monkeys to be left wing. McCain then goes on 60 Minutes. They call it an interview. It was more like a sex act. I'm not going to get explicit, but Leslie Stahl, was all over this guy. And listen to McCain, who loves this. He lives for this. He lives to see himself praised in the New York Times, a former newspaper, on CBS. My God. And listen to him creating his character for Leslie Stahl.
I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow, or say tomorrow. Leslie, he changes his statements almost on a daily basis. So for me to spend my time trying to analyze what he says, I don't know.
Did he ever apologize for saying you're not a hero?
No.
If the president wanted to have a rapprochement with you, would you be receptive?
Of course. Of course. I've supported him on national security. I've supported his team.
I'm talking about man to man.
Sure. I'd be glad to converse with him. But I also understand that we're very different people, different upbringing, different life experiences.
What do you mean by that, and what does it make you think about?
He is in the business of making money, and he has been successful, both on television as well as Miss America and others. I was raised in a military family. I was raised in the concept and belief that duty, honor, country is the lodestar for the behavior that we have to exhibit every single day.
If I were in a political fight and I heard the words coming out of my mouth, well, he makes money and I'm for honor and duty and country, I would ask myself, am I just kidding myself? We're all like, coming from someplace. We all have personal things that we're doing. But this idea that McCain just loves to go on CBS and portray himself as being for honor, duty, and country, where evil Donald Trump is just for making money, just for making money. A lot of good has been done in this country by people who make money, and a lot of bad has been done by people who conceive of themselves as the emblems of honor, duty, and country. My point is only this. McCain is playing to the culture. McCain is a creation of the culture. McCain is a creature of the culture. And Trump knows how to fight back. Trump fought back by tweeting this montage of McCain during his campaigns.
Repeal and replace Obamacare as soon as possible. Repeal and replace Obamacare. With all this euphoria that's going on, it's inside the Beltway, champagne toasting and all that. Outside the Beltway, the American people are very angry, and they don't like it. And we're gonna try to repeal this, and we are going to have a very spirited campaign coming up between now and November, and there will be a very heavy price to pay for it. It is also
the first time that on a pure partisan basis, a major piece of legislation has been passed, and it's going to be historic because it's going to be repealed and replaced.
We need to have a vote on it because we promised the people we would.
You know, I told you yesterday, I get attacked from every side. You can go on my blog, you can even go on the comments for this show, and you will see people calling me a Trump supporter. You'll see them calling me anti-Trump. You will see them calling me a secret liberal. You'll see them calling me a right-wing fascist. I get it from every single side. And, you know, I have all kinds of reservations and misgivings about Donald Trump. But the one thing that I appreciate about him is that he is a voice for people whose voice has been stripped away, for a voice for people who have lost every access to mainstream communications. And I think we have to give him credit for that, and we have to give him credit and at least listen. Even if you don't like Trump, even if you don't like Donald Trump, you got to listen to the people who sent him to Washington, because they're us. They're part of America. You know, we listen. You know, all these ball players keep saying we have no other way to make a protest. They're on national TV. They're on national TV being watched by tens of millions of people. You know, a guy in his home, a factory worker, an out-of-work guy, he has no audience. He has no audience. Donald Trump has his audience, and Donald Trump is speaking in his voice, and we ought to listen, and we ought to not make fun of him when he's doing it, because he's doing it for a reason.